Ohio State has 25 practices to come together as a team before their football season opener later this month, facing Akron at 3:30 on August 31st. Now, the Buckeyes started fall camp this morning, and as Mark Coons reports, OSU is trying to avoid the mistakes of the past.
While fight remains one of the buzzwords of the Ryan Day Buckeye program, he has spent a lot of time recently talking about foundation, something that needs to be built brick by brick during the offseason.
You won't know how strong that foundation is until the storms come and the big games come down the road. And it's going to be a long season this year, so we're trying to maximize every single day, every meeting, every walkthrough, every practice. I think the foundation up until this point has been excellent from, when it started at the end of the season until now. But preseason is going to be a critical part of this, and it's got to be physical. The guys got to have an edge to them. But this is what everything else is built on. When you look at the way that the season's designed at the end of the year, you're looking at, 4 or 5, maybe even 6 games of, probably top 10 football back to back to back. And so the only way to be ready for something like that is to train at a high level, challenge ourselves to be really good on both sides of the ball, running the ball, stopping a run, taking care of the football. And then obviously, in the passing game, you have to be balanced. But we got to be a physical team, and we got to be able to travel on the road and play physical football on the road.
Certainly one of the most important bricks will be the quarterback position, as Ohio State has 5 scholarship quarterbacks on the roster. Now, Ryan Day is hoping to avoid the situation last year where it took into the season before Kyle McCord finally pulled away from Devin Brown. Of course, McCord now is in Syracuse. Will Howard, the transfer from Kansas State, has come in. It's expected to become a battle between Howard and Devin Brown. Early on, Day likes what he sees from all 5 of those quarterbacks.
I thought our guys looked more fit. I think they look stronger. I think they moved better from the spring. They just look like they've had, 3-4 months of work on their bodies. They just look that way. They look stronger. The ball came out with more pace today. I thought they had a better understanding of the offense being out there for the first day. We'll see how it shakes out, and I think all the guys are doing a good job. I think we're going to need them all, like I said, but you'd like to have that done in the first couple weeks.
And if you think Howard looks a little different today than from what we saw in the spring game, that is by design.
He got challenged. And, it's one thing to put on weight, take off weight, but when you're talking about body fat and lean mass and those type of things, you'll just see him. He looks different. He's moving different. He worked hard on that, changed his diet, changed his workout plan, and dedicated himself to the offseason. And I think you're seeing that right now. Now he's got to sustain that throughout the season. He's certainly, lost some weight, but then put on some good weight, and it's showing. For day one, that I did notice that. Again, day one, what are you going to do with day one? But I thought the ball came out with more pace. I thought he had more discernment. And I thought there was, some accurate throws out there.
Today was also the first opportunity we had to see Findlay's Nate Regal in the scarlet and gray. He has joined the Buckeyes as a walk-on defensive lineman, of course, joining Luke Montgomery as 2 former Findlay Trojans playing for Ohio State.